Kenyans have all reasons to smile. Why, you may ask? Kenya is expectant. She is expecting a visiting head of state. This is not just a head of state. He is a world leader from a superpower country. You heard me right. Joe Biden is going to Kenya. You see, America has been now competing for Africa, and Kenya being one of the most powerful countries in Africa, Biden just can't close his eyes on her. After Obama visit, it's now Joe Biden. So what is making the U.S. president interested in Kenya? Well, that's a secret that Storytelling Recap has found out from credible sources. Trust me, you need to hear what Joe Biden is going to do in this African country. You will be surprised. And of course, he is not visiting empty-handed. Should the planned visit materialize, President Biden will be the second U.S. president to visit Kenya. This is after the former U.S. President Barack Obama with a Kenyan origin paid a visit in July 2015. Welcome back to Storytelling Recap. Before we continue, please subscribe to this channel. I promise you will have the best videos and I will make them interesting for you to watch and learn. This is your go-to channel and life experiences video, marriages and all upcoming news. Please subscribe. Thank you who have done that. Now, let's continue. America's President Joe Biden likely to visit Kenya as President Ruto pushes U.S. to seal trade deals. Should the planned visit materialize, President Biden will be the second U.S. president to visit Kenya. This is after the former U.S. President Barack Obama with a Kenyan origin paid a visit in July 2015. United States of America President Joe Biden's government has promised to focus on concluding new trade talks with Kenya even as the American president hinted at a regional visit that could include Kenya in 2023. This was revealed during the just concluded three-day U.S.-Africa Leaders Summit in Washington attended by President William Ruto. President Biden, however, didn't specify whether Kenya, which the U.S. sees as its strategic ally in the Horn of Africa, would be part of his destination or when he would come to the region. We're all going to be seeing you and you're going to see a lot of us, President Biden told the Summit of African Leaders, adding some of you invited me to your countries. I said, be careful what you wish for because I may show up. The summit saw the U.S. vow to fast-track talks on a possible trade deal with Kenya even as President Ruto's administration, which is banking on the support of its Western allies to grow the economy and made business investment pitches to American firms. Washington considers Nairobi as central to its regional foreign policy interests, and in the recent past supported Kenya's pivotal efforts as a regional peace broker including in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Ethiopia where the ex-president Uhuru Kenyatta is leading peace efforts. Earlier on, the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken had stated that President Biden's planned visit would be used to cement commitments for trade made in the just concluded visit. And by the way, over the last couple of years that I've been on this job, I've had an opportunity to travel a fair bit in Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Morocco, Algeria, Senegal, Egypt, South Africa, but as the president mentioned today, I think you're going to see a lot of us in Africa next year, including the president, stated Blinken. So that's an opportunity as well to carry forward everything that we've done here to continue these conversations, to continue the implementation. And I know when the president goes, when other cabinet members go, we're going to want to be able to show that what we did and said here in Washington, we're actually carrying out. The Joe Biden administration says it will focus on concluding new trade talks with Kenya even as the American president hinted at a regional visit that could include Kenya next year. The summit saw the U.S. vow to fast-track talks on a possible trade deal with Kenya even as the new Ruto administration, which is banking on the support of its Western allies to grow the economy and made business investment pitches to American firms. Washington considers Nairobi as central to its regional foreign policy interests, and in the recent past supported Kenya's pivotal efforts as a regional peace broker including in the Democratic Republic of Congo and Ethiopia where former President Uhuru Kenyatta is leading peace efforts. Earlier, the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said Biden's planned visit would be used to firm up commitments for trade made in the just concluded visit. So that's an opportunity as well to carry forward everything that we've done here to continue these conversations, to continue the implementation. State House, Nairobi and the Kenyan Foreign Ministry had not confirmed, by press time, whether Nairobi had issued a formal invitation to Washington for Biden to visit. Should Biden confirm Kenya as part of his itinerary, it would come as a big trade and diplomatic boost for the country and the new administration of President Ruto. Biden would be the first U.S. president to visit since Barack Obama, who has Kenyan roots, visited Kenya in July 2015. Details of the possible Biden visit to the region came out as his administration announced its plans to start expert engagement on the planned U.S. trade pact from next year. U.S. Trade Representative Katherine Tai, earlier speaking at the African Leaders Summit, said in a meeting with her Kenyan trade counterpart Moses Kuria the objectives of the proposed trade deal align with those of the two governments. Ambassador Tai, Ambassador Bianchi, and CS Kuria discussed plans to begin expert engagement on the issues identified in the July 14, 2022 joint statement launching the United States-Kenya Strategic Trade and Investment Partnership, said a statement from the USTR. They highlighted how the initiative aligns with the Ruto administration's domestic objective of greater economic inclusiveness as well as its objective of advancing African continental trade integration. The Biden administration has not pursued any new traditional free trade negotiations focused on lowering tariffs with any trading partners. Instead, it has focused on non-tariff dialogues covering standards for regulation, technology, environment, and labor with the European Union, Britain, Kenya, and other partners. A proposed free trade pact between Nairobi and Washington has been beset by delays and uncertainty, casting doubt about the Biden administration's commitment to concluding the deal. If you find my content interesting, why don't you click the thanks button below this video as a way of appreciating what I do. I will be so grateful for your generosity. Be blessed as you do that. Thank you for watching this interesting video. Let me know what you think about this story in the comments section below. If you learned something, like this video and subscribe so that you shall not miss videos like this in the future. Also watch these other videos. I promise you will love them. Remember, successful people look like you, and all you need in life, God has it. Just ask Him for it and it shall be given to you. See you in the next video. Subscribe.